So I read a report today by NFL analyst Albert Breer about the Jaguars being interested, like one of, I think, three teams, including also the Lions and one other team, that are looking to potentially move down in the 2020 NFL draft from the number 9 pick. And for me, I don't see a situation where the Jaguars move down from number 9. I know some people were kind of against this theory on Twitter, but, for a few reasons why I don't think the Jaguars would want to move down. First of all, the Jaguars have 12 draft picks in this upcoming draft. That is a heck of a lot of draft picks. And the Jaguars aren't going to be using all those draft picks to select guys. It's just too many draft picks to have on one team at a time. And it's not even including some of the undrafted free agents that'll also be in the mix. So the Jaguars will have to use some of that draft capital to move up in the draft, just knowing that they're not going to be able to roster all these guys. And the number 9 pick is the highest pick that the Jaguars have. They also have pick number 20, and they have pick number 42. That one is in the second round. And really, I don't want on the Jaguars to have a bunch of solid starters. That's not what I'm looking for. You need elite players, elite Pro Bowl caliber players, to be out there on the team. Look at the team that just won the Super Bowl, the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, not only do they have an all-pro quarterback, former MVP quarterback Patrick Mahomes, but they have an all-pro tight end in Travis Kelce. They have an all-pro wide receiver with Tyreek Hill. And, they have a really good offensive line. They have a lot of good things around it. It's not going to be full of a team that has solid starters, has guys that would start, this guy would start on, 30% of NFL teams. I just don't see, and with the number 9 pick, I really think that somebody is going to fall just like how Josh Allen fell to us at number 7, because in every draft, players fall. There are teams that want quarterbacks, and I believe that there's probably at least Tua and Joe Burrow will go before us. You never know about Jordan Love, but I would at least bank on 2 quarterbacks going before us. And there's teams that straight up draft for need. There might be a team that really, really needs like a left tackle, so they go out there and, get a guy like Wills out there, or, someone that maybe, the value doesn't fit the position. So, I really think at number 9, there might be a guy like Okudah or a guy like Derek Brown or something like that fall to us. And but you also have to bring in when I look at a couple things also. First of all, Dave Caldwell, since being the general manager in 2013, he has never moved forward or back in the first round of the NFL draft. He's moved all around every place else, including a lot of times in the second round, never moved around in the first round. But there's also a little thing that, a little X factor in this whole thing, a definite variable in this year's draft, and that is that, due to all the COVID stuff, that teams are not getting the same access to these players as they would in the past. They did have the NFL, the NFL Combine this year, but other than that, usually this time of year there's pro days going on, and they're bringing players to the facilities to interview them. This year that's not going on. So me personally, I don't think that will affect too much of things that happen in the first round, second round, but really once you get into the 5th, 6th, 7th round where, you have guys that may not have gone to the combine and guys that you only have film to look at, that might be where it gets a little bit tougher. But, with the Jaguars with having 12 draft picks, man, I would like to have as many picks as high up as we possibly can. And especially with, the Unique Ngakoue trade still being on the table, you know what I mean? Like, who knows how many draft picks we'll have by the end of it. And I'm not in favor of getting up at number 9 overall pick. I'd be down to move up a little bit if we do, but, I don't want to move back at all in the draft. And I don't see it as a possibility. I mean, every year Dave Caldwell talks about how he's interested in moving back, but it just never happens because honestly, as an NFL GM, you can never, even if you're the Bengals and that you're going to be taking Joe Burrow, you still listen to teams, you still listen to different trade offers out there because you want to know everything on the table. But at the end of the day, the Bengals are going to be taking Joe Burrow. They're going to receive all kinds of trade offers. They're going to listen to them, but at the end of the day, they're going to get their franchise quarterback. And same with the Jaguars. I don't see If they were to do a trade, it's probably not going to happen until draft day, just because it's weird for a team to go, oh, we want to go from 14 to number 9, not knowing who the hell is going to be there. So we'll see what happens. I don't think the Jaguars will do it, but definitely do their due diligence. Go Jags.